Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this new video on Solana. A full update. Wanted to talk about what's going on right now. What are the possibilities? Can we actually break above that massive resistance level we have at 162? Can we break above that? Get into the 170s, 180s? Or is it more likely that we're going to get a pullback before we can actually regain some bullish momentum and break out later? Because ultimately, when thinking about the markets, and we're diving right into the analysis now, hopefully you don't mind, but ultimately looking at the markets, but also the relative strength from Solana, I do think it is most likely that will break above 162, which in my eyes, 162, maybe 160, 65. That's the main level to break. I do expect that to break eventually. All right, and of course, eventually that's a very long period of time. But I mean in the next two weeks or so. All right, at the maximum. On the short term, though, what happened last week is that we had quite a lot of momentum, right, into Thursday, into Friday. And since then, we have rejected the level, which is also not weird because it is a very strong resistance level. Outside of that, what we also saw is a bit of a bearish divergence here. We made those higher highs going into that top at 160, while the RSI was already dropping down, and it still is at this point of time, even dropped down below the 50 baseline. So in general, this is a solid rejection, all right? This is a rejection where I would say it's most likely we're going to drop down lower a bit. Maybe like the worst I can see happening is something like 140, so that Solana has to drop back down all the way into this range, into the middle of the range, right between 160 and 120, and that it has to do some sort of a liquidity grab there before going back up to the levels up here and break it out, right? So that's the worst case scenario for now. I think a more realistic scenario is that we will slowly drop down. It also looks quite likely that Bitcoin is going to drop down. Solana against Bitcoin is also pulling back a little bit here. It is still bullish, right? I mean, you can see that the trend from Solana against Bitcoin is still bullish. So at some point of time, I do think Solana will outperform Bitcoin again. But that bearish divergence, the loss of momentum, that in general leads me to believe it's most likely we're going to get some sort of a pullback from Solana here, and that's also in line with the market structure. All right, it's a major resistance level we hit, and so far we've had a rejection of about 4%. That's a little bit low. All right, so that is purely technically and based on just my expectations for the market. I would say it's most likely we'll pull back into 150, maybe the high 140, so 148. Find support there, and then eventually break back above 155 to get up to 162 and break above that. That is what I think is most likely. But I also do want to prepare you a little bit more for a wildcard scenario. Right, so this is what I think is most likely. This is what I'm mostly prepared for. But what you see over the course of today, actually, which is also pushing the price from Solana down, is you see a lot of short positions being opened. All right, here you can see that the open interest is actually going up quite a bit, which is usually seen as momentum. Back on Thursday, that was bullish momentum. But right now, you can actually see it's with a negative CVD. Right, so you have a lot of short orders coming in, and the market as a whole, even though I think Solana is at a strong resistance level, the market as a whole is bullish, right? So then there's always the possibility to get some sort of a short squeeze. So the best thing you can do if you know how to do that is watch some order flow as well, because there is a real possibility that all of these shorts get squeezed, and then we can actually still see some sort of a spike up to 165 before dropping back down, and then there's even a possibility of actually breaking out. So that is something you do need to know. If I really see some sort of a short squeeze, a sustainable short squeeze coming up, then I'll try to let you know. All right, in my middle of the day market update or something, or I'll try to do some sort of a live stream today. I think the main lesson in there is don't short. All right, because if you would short right here, you'd probably do something like this. And I think that's not a smart decision because of all those shorts and the liquidity that's up here with that. So yeah, short term, like I said, what I expect is a little bit of a pullback, support, momentum, and a breakout. But a lot of shorts are being open, so if there's a lot of momentum coming into the markets later today, we could still see some sort of a short squeeze before doing this. But those are my thoughts. That's what I think you need to know for now. If you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. For now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.